she has the trilogy called Once Bitten.
Yes.
But she actually is also a paranormal expert.
I think it goes hand in hand with what she does and what she writes about. She doesn't want to write from a place of ignorance, so she goes and investigates some of the most haunted places here in Shreveport, here in our area.
Yeah, so very grateful to have her on the show. Elizabeth, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us today.
Oh, no problem. I'm excited.
First question we got for you, in your professional opinion, how haunted is Shreveport?
Shreveport's very, very haunted. We have a lot of history, and we got history around. It stirs things up. We have so many places in Shreveport.
So we've heard of a couple of the haunted places. Maybe you could confirm or deny whether or not you think these places are haunted.
Okay.
Everybody talks about the Shreveport Municipal. Is it as haunted as people claim that it is?
I actually just posted a picture on my Facebook last night that I took about 2 years ago at the Municipal. There is very clearly a woman in blue standing out where the audience sits. I was on the stage just taking random pictures, and it is very, very clear that there is a lady up there. While I hear that she's walking down the steps.
Crazy.
This is the ghost I've heard the most about.
It's the same ghost. Everybody's seen the same ghost.
The blue dress ghost.
Yes.
And then a friend of mine actually sent a picture to me that he took where it appears like there's a man and you can see his legs. I think he's holding a guitar with a hat on. That he took several years ago in the Municipal.
Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and put a check mark by the Shreveport Municipal. What about your new favorite place, Chica, the Juju Road?
Yes, have you heard anything about Juju Road in Bossier?
Juju Road used to be really creepy. You would drive down there and the trees kind of overlap the road. There's a lot of lore involving Juju Road with slavery, but I've never been able to confirm any of it.
Okay, what about the P farm, the penal farm, the women's prison that used to be in operation here?
That's one of the ones that, there's one of all those research that's through the board. And there have been some really creepy things that have came from that place for people that have been out there and investigated.
It looks creepy.
They call pictures. They have EVP readings and their voices speaking back. So, in my opinion, there's definitely some activity at the people.
Coming up, hey, there is a place that I've been told is even more haunted than the Shreveport Municipal ever could be. And then I got message from several other folks saying, no, you guys got the wrong building. Don't go anywhere. That's coming up with our expert author, Elizabeth Godfrey. So hang tight.
Channel K94.5 with Chica and the Bald Guy, still getting freaky today on a Friday, and I'm going to tell you, it's getting even more freaky than I previously expected.
So we have our expert, our paranormal expert, our author, Elizabeth Godfrey on, and I do want to know more about this, the courthouse, right? Everybody talks about how the courthouse is the most haunted building.
How many times have we heard that over the past couple of weeks? The most haunted places there because of all of the hangings that happen there.
Right,
and
exactly.
There's a lot of history there.
So, Elizabeth, what are your thoughts on the courthouse?
Well, I'll tell you the history behind the courthouse. It sits on the highest point in Shreveport. So when Captain Street cleared the Red River and they camped, that's where they camped at. That was the highest point in town. So when they get into Native Americans and, all that history tying into it, there was some bad things that happened in front of that courthouse. There's rumors and documentation of hangings and other things. And then you go across the street where people talk about the morgue. That you sit across the street. Any place like that where you've got one building on this side, because it's not the building, it's the land. The building itself might be fine, but you've got so much blood that was spilled between a circle right there. There's going to be residual stuff going on.
Oh my God. I got the goosebumps in here.
Question, why is everybody telling us the same thing?
I don't know.
I don't like this. So, well, I did have several listeners that messaged me and said, hey, we worked the building where Bailey Bail Bonds is now, right across from the courthouse. They said, hey, we worked there, and it was to the point where they even had those metal drawers where you put the cadavers in,
Wait a second,
in the basement.
Is that the morgue?
That's where the morgue was, yes.
That's where it was, yes.
See, I actually know a little bit.
God.
Because I've been researching. And by researching, I mean people are sharing these creepy stories with me. But, you know.
I've heard from other people. I've never actually got to go in that building that you can still smell the formaldehyde.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh. Okay, count me out of that.
Out.
Let's go ahead and cross that off. Okay.
Man, this town is haunted.
So Freaky Friday, basically, up until Halloween, we're going to be visiting. Not visiting, like an actual. No. Don't freak me out.
Sorry.
See, I can only do this right here in the studio.
With the lights
and even
on.
then, if the lights are off, like, look, I got the. I don't like doing this. Okay, so we're coming back, going to talk to Elizabeth Godfrey, our paranormal expert, a local author, actually right here from the SBC, and we're going to find out the absolute scariest place in the SBC. Of course, this is according to her. Hey, if you have a place that you want to drop and you're like, dude, you guys are totally missing the boat, you can actually post up on our Facebook page right now. It's K94.5.
Turn it up. Number one in music channel, K94.5 with Chica and the Bald Guy. Freaky Friday continues with author Elizabeth Godfrey, paranormal expert, and her specialty is the haunted places in Shreveport. I don't know why you'd sign up for this, but...
Well, yeah, no, we actually brought on author Elizabeth Godfrey because she's a paranormal expert as well.
Yeah.
And Bald Guy and I have way too many questions. We're like that annoying kid with like, but then, and then what? And then what?
And I'm going to tell you how we're not going to get our answers. By going and checking out this stuff ourselves. Not
they
going to do it.
You know, the whole Curious George thing.
I mean,
curiosity killed the what? Exactly. Chica and the Bald Guy.
I'm more like the ostrich who sticks his head in the sand because he's so scared right now.
Exactly.
That's
so
me.
That's us, and we have no shame. And that's why if this is your thing, by the way, up on our Facebook page, K94.5, or you can message us inside your K94.5 app. Want to hear from you as well. The most scariest place in the SBC, according to you.
Now, we've talked about some of the places we've heard were most scary. We talked about the courthouse earlier, the morgue that was across the street.
Right.
But what I really want to know, Elizabeth, is, in your opinion, because you've checked out all these places, what is the most hands-down scary place in the Shreveport, Bossier City area?
The scariest place to me, and this is just personal, you know, somewhere I've actually been and had things happen, is the Oakland plantation in Holland.
Oh, what?
I don't think I've ever heard of this.
No, well, let me tell you, I did not know it existed, and I grew up in Holland. It's where my books are based, so I was doing research for my books. And I'm driving down there, and I'm on the phone with my sister, telling her, you know, look, I'm just going to try to find this plantation. I turn on Fargo Road because it's just right there on the side of the road. My cell phone died, my car radio died, everything kind of cut off, so I pulled back, you know, across the street, there's a gas station. Everything came back up. The radio came on, my cell phone came back on, and when I picked up my cell phone, there was, like, I was trying to post onto my Facebook, and there's this post on there with all these random gibberish letters kind of going on the bottom. It said, Dr. Al. The doctor who built the Oakland plantation, his name was Dr. Al.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yes, there are reports in that house that the history behind it is that he had a morgue in the attic that he used for his patients. And then later in life, when his wife died, he stored her in the morgue. So the story is that the thermostats in that house will turn themselves down to zero. That children that sleep there report their blankets being tore away from their body. There's rocking chairs on the front porch that I can't confirm this, but I believe they're original to the house that will rock on their own. Yeah, very creepy things. There's also, the creepiest part to it is there is a cemetery on the same property where the doctor and his wife were buried.
Oh, my God.
No gracias. We're good off that.
All right, so once again, amazing author and expert in scaring the mess out of us, Elizabeth Godfrey on the show today. You know what? I'm thinking about this, listening to you. I have one more question. Is there a spot in Shreveport, Bossier City, in the area that's not haunted?
LRB School.
LRB School's not haunted?
No.
Really?
There's absolutely no factual evidence. There's so much, you know, everyone hears like story growing up here about the school and how the story about the janitor. There's absolutely nothing at that school.
So the school's fine, but that plantation you should probably stay away from.
Yes, I drive by there quite often just to do it. I mean, it's private property. They have tours every often. You know, you'll pass a tour. but it's not somewhere that I would personally go and stay the night without doing some preparation first.
Once again, author Elizabeth Godfrey on the show this morning. I'm going to turn all the lights on. Thank you so much for joining us.
No problem, you guys. I have fun.
Well,
So,
I'm scared.
yeah, seriously, places that you don't want to go to, just, hey, by the way, if you want to follow author Elizabeth Godfrey on Instagram, that's where her and I connected.
Right.
You can find her username is Liz_once bitten. Well, that's the name of her trilogy.
I know, man.
So,
I know.
you're like, wait, she got bit by what?
Still, it does make a lot of sense.
Let's do it. Fun. Fresh.